Welcome back. Let's get a winner. 32. Don't you love that?
Good morning, all you wonderful roulette players. Really appreciate you taking the time to come back. So with that, let's get to it. The cross. This is sent in by Kirk G. Kirk has been a supporter of the channel, has sent in previous strategies that have worked very well. Thank you, Kirk. Really appreciate you taking the time. So I've tweaked it a little bit, Kirk. Hopefully you don't mind when you watch it. $475 bankroll is what I've gone with because I want to incorporate 8 steps. Now, essentially, it's Fibonacci except for the beginning. So at least that's the steps or the ladders. So you've got 8 chances to achieve the goal. And that is betting on 1 dozen. So let me set it up first. I've got $475 here, 3, 4, 50, 60, 75. That's how I broke it down, just so you could see it nice and easy. So with the first initial bet is you pick a dozen. In my case and Kirk's case, we go with the second dozen. Then, which is $5, guys, $5 goes on the second dozen. Then we're going to take 5 $1 units and we're going to place it just like so. Now, Kirk, this is where I've made kind of a tweak. Hopefully you don't mind. Kirk has 17 being the true jackpot number, which will achieve the $100 goal if you hit it, which is fantastic. However, I like to extend it just a little bit. You won't win quite as much if the 17 comes, but it's still going to be a big hit, okay? I believe $64 or $68 if I'm not mistaken. However, 17 and now 20 become big hits. But let's be honest, you've got 8 numbers now that are working for you, which is cream on top of the hit. You're going to be making money here anyway. This is where you're going to be making most of your money. But if you're fortunate enough to get one of those numbers, it's just going to be an additional benefit. $5, it doesn't change. Win, lose, doesn't matter. This stays the same. $1 units on those numbers. This is the one that keeps increasing as you see per the steps. Let's get to it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, 100%, just as always. When I first saw this, playing 1 dozen and having this many steps, it made me question it right out of the gate. But because of the additional bets, as and when you do get a bit fortunate and you get inside the middle, it gets you to your goal quickly. What a great start. 0. So, disclaimer, be prepared to use your bankroll on this because you won't win until you get to level 4 or 5. That's just typical, guys, because we're betting on 1 dozen. We've got less coverage, but you win more when you get there. That's the key. So with that, 0 was not a good start, but we're going to give up $10, which goes to the house, and we're going to go to step 2, which is that. We're going to $10 now on the second dozen. So expect to lose 3, 4, 5 in a row before you get your winner. Wow, there it is. Okay, now we've got $15 out there, which is what I'm giving up right now. $15, and we're going to go to $15 on the second dozen. 0 and 2, not a great start, but it's expected, and you should expect it if you're going to play this strategy. I think this is more of a fun strategy because you're hoping for the jackpot numbers and it gets you to your goal really quickly if you're fortunate. But be prepared to use your bankroll to achieve this goal. 7. Boy, it seems to be all down the bottom here, doesn't it? So we've just lost $20 here. I'm going to give up the 20. And as you can see, we're going to a quarter because this doesn't change. This is the one that keeps going up. So we're already at level 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're getting unlucky numbers, but that's okay. Just lost 3 in a row. This would be the 4th bet. And typically, this is when you start to see the dozen that you're looking for. But expect to lose another couple before you get there. 36, 25, 30. There it goes. Goes right out, and we go to 40 bucks. Just like so. And now is when I typically get my win. It's funny how things happen per clockwork, isn't it? It's just the way it goes. Sometimes you can get 10 in a row, but most times it's 3, 4, and then you get what you want. 8. Okay. So now we got 40, 45. I'm going to give 50, take a nickel back. And of course, now we're going to go to 65 over here. Just like so. And we go again. Now we're due. In my opinion, we're due. Based on the odds and everything else, this is when we typically, well, I would have thought we would have got it at 40 personally, but 65, sure, I don't mind. And that was number 8. You're going to go through losses though, guys, until you get it. You're going to go through losses until you get your number. 22. Now, it's a shame that we don't get that piece of it, but that's okay. This is what we're really focused on right here. This is a loser. So that's $5 because we're going to get paid 65. So I need another 60 bucks. Okay, that's 165. And then another 65. That's 50, 60, and 5. Beautiful. There it is. Okay. Finally putting money in the tray. That was very risky for a $5 win. But that's just the nature of the beast if you end up going down really close to the bottom. We were 2 away from being 8 losses. Pretty ugly stuff. But thankfully, Mr. Fibonacci took care of us. With that, we are whole again. And again, we did not hit any of the center numbers here. So that was a bit unfortunate because that would have put a lot more gravy on top. But we're going back to base and let's get going. All right, finally we got a center dozen. That was pretty ugly, guys. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a row, which was pretty ugly stuff. I should count it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, we lost 5 in a row there. 15. See, this is what happens, is that, you know, you go through a bunch of losses and then all of a sudden you get back to back. We're just not getting, there's only 4 numbers in the center that don't pay us anything. Kind of crazy how it works out, but we'll take it. It's a winner. It's a $10 winner here. Unfortunately, we lose these, which means we only walk away with an extra $5. 2-to-1 bet. Nice. Win. Beautiful. And with that, it goes over there, and we go again. And maybe next time we can get a little bit luckier. 15. But it is a little extreme sometimes, guys. When I first saw this, I really didn't give it a lot of hope, quite frankly, because betting on 1 dozen, I've done it many times, and a lot of times it has burned me. But what I do like about it is when you do get these numbers, and they will come, it gets you to your goal like that. And then you get to walk away and do something different. So that's the part that I do like about it. It's a $10 loss. We go to 10 bucks per the steps, and we go again. Number 1. But yeah, it's been a struggle for me this week, guys. I've had 4 weeks of being on the road. 4 days of being on the road. 2 days out of them, I've lost money. I've lost just over 300 bucks both days. The other 2 days were winning days, which you know, obviously we love those. So we lose 15 bucks this time, guys. And we go to $15 for the steps. So I've had 2 winning days and 2 losing days. The losing days added up to 640 bucks. The winning days added up to 188 bucks. So not great, right? but I'm kind of resetting and going, because a lot of times I'm playing a lot of new strategies that are unproven, and I normally end up getting bit a lot of times. So this week I've had 5 new strategies that I've been playing, and you know that typically that gets me in trouble. 17 is a great number. You know that's coming sooner or later. So with that one, it's going to be a great hit here. So, all right, let's go to it. Let's pay the outside. 3. Nice. Okay. And then on this one, we only lose 1, and we're going to get paid 8.16. So I'll do that one first. 16 bucks for the 2 outside numbers on the corners. And then of course we're going to get 34 times our money, right? Because we're going to get 17 on both. 34. Beautiful. That's a beautiful case scenario. I mean, yeah, we went through some losses, but it paid. So let me just do a quick check of where we are. Just want to make sure there's my 300 there. There's my 400. Let me just come all the way down, guys, just for a second, and see what we've got. So that's 400, 475. Okay. There's 25, 35, 45, 49, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. How about that? That's probably the best way to do it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $4 is what we're up. Now that's a nice hit, right? And that might be enough for you, but I'm going for $100 here. Because, you know, we had a bunch of losses there and we came back with a couple of nice hits. Love it. Okay. So we're up 20, 40, 60, $64, right? Yep. I'm going to give up 50 over there. 64. That's what we're up. And I'm going to put this back in the tray. So with that, I'm going to come back down to base, as you can imagine, and we're going to go straight back with the $5 in the middle. Love it. It's kind of nice the way it worked out, actually, guys, because we got unlucky with the 22, got unlucky with the 15 because we didn't touch anything in the inside. So it was kind of nice the way it worked out. But yeah, sorry about taking so long to break it down there, but the truth is I just needed to make sure of where we were. 14. Okay, a little fortunate. Yeah, we're getting back-to-back numbers, but that's what happens when you're up. It's just the nature of the beast. So this one's going to get paid 2 to 1. Beautiful. We lose 4, but we win 13 total, right? Because it's going to net $13 because that's going to pay 17. Gives us back the 4. So we would pick up another 13 bucks. Nice. So another $23. And let's be honest, we may be close enough to say, hey, that's enough. 50, 75, 80, 85, 87 bucks. I think just a little bit more to achieve our goal. Excellent. Okay, 14. Love 14. So with my losses this week, I'm going to go back to the grind. Going to go back to a couple of my known strategies that I know that I can produce. No guarantees, right? But I'm not going to do any new strategies for the next couple of days because I want to earn 150 both days is my goal. Doing my proven strategies, like my go-to. There's a couple of different options that I'm going to go with that I feel comfortable achieving my losses back, because that's the goal here is to grind a couple of days with positive winners, picking up 150 each day, because as you know, I've got a bit of a hill to climb to achieve my goal for being in profit at the end of the week. So not every week is a profitable one, guys, and that's okay too, but most are. because of the grind that I do. Trying out these new strategies can sometimes really get you in trouble. And I mean that. So make sure that you test them before you actually put real money on it. And I know I'm talking to the choir here because you guys do that anyway. But me, sometimes I get myself in trouble because I jump ahead by trying new strategies before I should. Sometimes I should practice more before I go down the casino and put them on film. All right, so we're at step 2 here. We lost 10 bucks on the initial one. We're still way up, as you well know. 23, look at that. We're getting our fair share of center dozen this time, which is fantastic. A lot of times you won't hit the center dozen for 3, 4, 5 spins, okay? It's just the way it is. This one's probably gonna put us right where we need to be. 2 to 1, so another $10 winner there. And on here, just like the 14, we're gonna lose 4, but pick up 17. So we're gonna actually net $13, just like so. And with that, guys, I think we've achieved our goal, personally. So, because we're probably up another 23 bucks, which is what I think we are. I'm just gonna come down, make sure we are where I think we are, which is 300 there, 400, 450, 5, 20, 25. There you go. 475 was our original bankroll. That's what we've got right here. So this is all profit now. And you know, in my previous experience of practicing this out, those were pretty fortunate numbers. I mean, we didn't really have to struggle too much. I mean, we had what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 spins, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them were second dozen. So that was pretty fortunate. But we did get unlucky with the 15 and the 22. You know, sorry, yeah, the 15 and the 22, right? Because they were outside the additional payment. So, but still, pretty good. 5. So there's $100, 110 bucks. Not bad, guys. It's a fun strategy. Trust me though, you're going to use your bankroll on this one. So just be prepared. Don't be surprised that you're getting down to the 6th, 7th, and 8th step. Rarely do I get to the 8th step, but be prepared for it, guys. Make sure you've got the bankroll if you're going to try this one out. It's a fun one. I enjoy it because when you hit the, you know, the jackpot numbers, I like to call them the jackpot numbers, anything in the center there, even if you get the, you know, the corners, it's still extra cream on top of the win. So I like playing this. This is fun. Kirk, thanks very much. Hopefully you don't mind that I tweaked it up a little bit, but if we'd played yours, Kirk, we would have hit the 17 and we would have been done because, well, 17 should have been on there. I don't know why I didn't put 17 on there. I obviously forgot. But 17 was the jackpot number, right? That would have paid us over $100. So thanks, Kirk. Really appreciate it. We will catch you later.